Hi kids. Hi. It's Aunt T.T. here with Kids Create. Today we're going to do another 4th of July project. 4th. See, you can see the paint on my hands. I've already been painting. We need red, white, and blue craft paint. The name brand doesn't matter. Just whatever works. This is not this is water-based, but it's not a watercolor. You need craft paint, something thicker. And actually, you can see these brands if someone needs to buy them for you, you can see what they are. Now we're using sticks. See? I just went outside and I picked up some sticks. And for this one, I have a dead limb off of a dead tree limb, because they break pretty easy, pretty easy like that. Okay, but if you have someone who can cut a limb for you, you can get one that's not like that. Now set them up. These are probably 5 to 6 inches long. And we're going to paint these to kind of resemble the flag, the United States of America flag. And just lay them on your paper. We're not going to tie them together. They're just going to lay flat. So you have your paints, and then you have a paintbrush. These are just the cheaper plastic paintbrushes. This is fine. If you have something better, that's good too. Okay, so for our first one, lay them out, and it doesn't matter how many you have. Just kind of, when they lay out, they make kind of a rectangular shape. When they're painted, you're going to have them a little bit closer together like this. Okay, let's see if you can see that a little better. Well, there, you see I have my paints in water. This time my palette is a coffee can lid, so whatever works. And then you need water. I have mine in a plastic container. I used this plastic container before to paint, and now I just have some water in it and a rag. Okay, this is just an old cut up shirt that no longer served its purpose. So you don't need fancy things to paint. You just need an imagination, and you do need paint. Okay, so to start, take one of the sticks that's closest to you. Oh, and then make sure you pull all these little, rub all those extra stuff off of them, because the paint, if you don't, then the paint will fall off. You got a little bit of paint, so just load up your paintbrush and then start painting. Okay? When you need more, get more. So paint one entire stick red, and that's to start off with. Okay? Just take it all the way around the stick. Get down on the ends if you want, or you don't have to. Take it all the way up. We're not going to be mixing colors here. We're just painting with a solid red, a solid white, and a solid blue. If you don't have these paints, they can be found at like Walmart, Target, Hobby Lobby. Once in a while, you can find a small container at Dollar Tree for $1. But actually, sometimes you can pick that up at Walmart for less than $1. It's always good to save money when you can. Parents will be glad if you're smart about being frugal. Okay, so I have this one painted red, and I'm just going to lay it down. I'm going to blow this off, get the dust off of my paper. Make sure you lay a paper down, okay, because we don't want to be painting the table. And remember, as always, water around the computer, you've got to be super careful. Some of you might be looking at this on the TV. I don't know. Okay, just lay that down and we're going to let that dry. Let's see. We're going to paint, let's see. This one is going to be white. So let's clean off our paintbrush in the water. Swirl it around. Push it down on the bottom. Get that out. And then wipe it off, because see how I got red paint on here after wiping it off? You don't want to mix your red into your white. What color will it turn if you mix white and red together? Do you know? I'll let you think about that for a second. Pick up your next paintbrush, your next stick. Dip your paintbrush into your white. Okay. Start painting it white. Keep it over the paper. Okay, so now that you've thought about what colors you get when you mix red and white, I'll tell you. The answer is pink. Okay? So keep painting. And I'm going to find that I'm going to have to put some more paint down on my palette. Okay, you might have to do that too. And if I'm painting faster than you, that's okay. You can just pause the video. Okay, I need more white paint. So put some more white paint in there. You can always add more, but if you put out too much to begin with, then sometimes you just end up wasting it. Don't want to do that, because we have lots of projects we could do. In the winter time, we might paint some sticks with white paint because it kind of looks like snow on that stick. That's something to think about. What can we do and make it look like snow has fallen on the stick? Remember, I'm gonna paint great big ones later and make a bigger flag. So, once you practice this, you might decide to make a bigger flag. Or it's not actually a flag. It's not going to really be the flag, but it's just going to resemble it. Okay. Tear that piece off. Okay, so now we have this white one painted. Just lay it down beside your red one. Let it dry. You can see I didn't quite get down there on the edges. You can do that now, or you can go back later after the whole thing's dried and do that. Okay, now rinse off your paintbrush again. Get all the white off. Now what you can do is, if you know which sticks are going to be red and which ones are going to be white, you can paint all your red ones, then go back and paint all your white ones. Okay. Now, so I have a red. Make sure you can see that. I have a red, I have a white. What color is the next one? Red. Okay? So let's get off any loose pieces. And I'm going to need some more red paint. Here's an idea. I wonder what happens. I'm so creative. You can be creative. Just don't be messy. Well, sometimes you have to be messy too, but make sure it's okay with the adults. See, I just poured that on there, and that makes it spread around a lot quicker. Pretty smart, huh? Depending on how many sticks you have, that determines how many are red, how many are white, and how many are blue. Okay. Ooh, I think I got a little bit close to my white paint. And like I said, I don't want to mix my red and white together. That makes pink. And the flag of the United States is not pink. It is red, white, and blue. Okay. So I have this one painted. So I lay it beside my red one. Rinse off my paintbrush again. Wipe it. Still some red on there, so I'll wipe again. Sometimes it takes a couple of little rinses. Okay, now I have 3 sticks left. Can you see that? I have 3 sticks left, so I'm going to paint half, not half, that wouldn't be right, about 1/3 of each of my sticks blue. Okay, so I'm going to get me some blue paint. Let's see, if I divide this in 3s, I put my fingers there, like that, and you have 3 sections of sticks. Well, the section that goes to the left side, that's the part we're going to paint blue. Okay, so from here on up, painting this blue. I'm in here doing a video. I'm telling the children how to paint a stick. Oh, isn't that pretty? He's showing me a sparkly flag. It's very pretty. I don't know. Someone must have made it with their Photoshop or something. Very pretty. Okay, so part of that is blue. What color do you think the rest of this is going to be? Well, think about the flag. The rest of this laying beside the red stick, so the rest of that is going to be white. But we're going to lay that down, and let's see, I'm with that just a little bit more. Where my finger was, I'm going to paint that. But still, you want to only do 1/3. You have 3 pieces, you take 1 away, or you take 2 away and you have 1. So, whatever. Okay, so there. So now we're going to do the same amount of that with the other stick and paint that blue. Okay. Just paint it. And remember, like I said, if I'm going too fast, you turn the video off. You paint, you do what you have to do to catch up with me, and then you turn the video back on and start right there. Okay, so we got that one painted to match it, and then our last one, I'm going to do about 1/3 of it in blue. Okay, there we go. Now, rinse off your paintbrush again. And make sure to get all the blue off. So we're going to a different color. Okay, so we have red, white, red, and then the last 3 have that blue. So we have red, white, red. So the next one, for the stripe part, we're going to paint red. So we're going to add some red paint on here. Whoa, that was too much. I'll just let it fall down onto my palette. Okay, paint the bottom. Now, some of you might need to let some of this dry before you add. Okay, I can be a little bit careful and get my red real close to my blue, but not into it. What happens when you mix red and blue together? I'll give you a second to think about that. Red and blue mixed together gives you purple. Okay, so now it's part red, part blue. I lay it right. Oh my goodness, that one was supposed to be white, wasn't it? I messed up. That's okay. We'll just switch places with the one that's supposed to be white. Move that over here. Okay, that's okay. The last 2 are going to be white, but I think I'm going to need another one because the last color on our flag, the very top of it, up towards the blue, is actually red. So I don't want to end with a white. So we'll use this stick and that one. So we're painting another blue, 1/3 blue. Good idea to always close your paint lids after you squirt some out so you don't accidentally spill it all over the blue. Okay, so I got another one that is blue. Okay, now rinse that off. Okay, now the one, so I have red, white, red, white. Okay, paint this white, and you'll notice none of your sticks are going to be the same length, unless, I mean, someone might, you know, be able to cut them all the same length, but it's really neat how they look rustic. That's another word, rustic, kind of old, like you had to do this back during the day when there weren't a lot of tools and weren't a lot of supplies. So paint the rest of that white, because you can also paint popsicle sticks the same way, and that would look cool. But I love how these sticks just have an awesome look. So now we have red, white, red, white, red, white. Okay, pick up the stick that's got some blue and paint the rest of that white. Okay, how you doing? Turning out really awesome. It's really neat, the things that you can create. It's great to create. Many ages can do this. I'm an adult and I love doing this. Young children can do this. Teenagers, okay? So lay that down. Rinse off your paintbrush again. Wipe it. See my fingers getting all painty. That's okay. I like it. So we have red, white, red, white, red, white, red. Our very last stick. Whoops, and I dipped it in the white. Well, gotta pay attention. No big deal, right? I mean, I didn't start painting. Even if I did, I could have fixed it. Okay? If you did, you could have fixed it. This stick is a little more flat because it kind of split off the side of the stick. Cool. Need a little more paint. Gotta shake it down a little bit. Oh my goodness. See, I said make sure you close it so you don't make a mess, and I didn't close it and I made a mess on my table. I'll have to add some water to that because it kind of left a red stain. I'll fix it. Okay, then you lay that down. Rinse off your paintbrush again. Awesome. I'm going to turn this around so you can get a better idea of what you're looking at. Look at that. Here. See that? We can move him a little closer. Look. And then take a little bit of white. Actually, take the end of a rounded paintbrush. Take the end and dip that into your white like that, and then go back and put a few little spots on your blue. Makes it look like stars. Kind of just scatter them out, because there's no way we're going to be able to put enough on here for the states. Awesome. Good job. And then make sure you rinse that off and clean that off. Okay. Now, let's see here. Oops. There you go. And then when it dries, you can display it on your table. You can, let's see here. There you go. You can put this on your table. You can put it on the TV. You can use it like a puzzle and mix up all the pieces and then go back and put together the flag. That's what I'm going to have at my party. I'm going to have a big one so people can do that. Okay? So there you go. Happy 4th of July, children. Have fun with this project. See you next time with Create with Aunt T.T. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up at the bottom, okay? So I love doing them.